So here I am watching season 5 of Stranger Things, and honestly, I mean, I'll be honest to my family. I'm like, yeah, it was really awesome, really great, but that's because I'm literally trying so hard I'm trying so hard to be hyped for the next part of season 5 because it was really bad in my opinion. So I'm just gonna let you guys know there's gonna be a ton of spoilers. So you might want to leave if you haven't catched up. But anyways, it pretty much starts out like it's really simple. It starts out really simple, and it really starts out with an AI version of Will. Like if you've seen it, it really does look like it's made out of AI. I don't know if it is or isn't. All I know is the Flash. CGI was a lot better than what the hell that was. It was really bad. I'm not going to show you the clip because it might get copyrighted, but it was absolutely trash in so many levels. I think it was so bad to the point where I was like, bro, I could tell this literally looks like it literally looks like it was made out of AI. It just doesn't look as good, and it doesn't look like it's Will. He looks all pale, and I get it. They're trying to make like them look pale, but he looks pale instead of not like sick, but he looks so pale like he's made out of plastic, in my opinion. And it looks so weird. Like I don't know if it's the makeup. I don't know what they're doing. Like it just looks really weird. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh my god, bro! Like please do something else. But honestly, Vecna started out really strong, you know. He's like, oh, you're gonna, come with me. You're gonna give me a lot of stuff, and you know what I'm saying. And other than that, it's like pretty good start. And then after that, it just feels like it just feels very rushed. Yes, I've seen Penguin Zero's video, but I have to agree, it really does feel very rushed. It feels like no one had any time to do any character development. You get two ex-boyfriends. I know one of them is Steve. I don't remember the other guy's name, but Steve, for example, he's just annoying with the other kid. I keep forgetting their names. Long hair guy. Anyways, he like they're just always angry on one another, and it feels like every single character is one-way talent, right? Like it doesn't have a complex character development like it did in season 1 through 4. It really just narrowed it down to like one specific character. I mean, I guess for me, like I only watched two episodes, okay? So I'm on the part where, Will goes to a forest or something to unlock powers. Other than that, I don't know what it is. I mean, I literally don't know what it is. And also, it's weird. I mean, I'll admit there are some moments where the fights were cool. Like, for example, them shooting, Demogorgons, right? Like, I guess I'll admit the only thing that really caught my attention was probably in the beginning where if you notice the mom, and it's getting viral, like the mom literally goes, get your hands off my dog, and starts slapping that, Demogorgon cheeks, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, boom, he doesn't die, he just doesn't. Which actually kind of questions a lot about the Demogorgon, because it's like one moment you can injure him with, you can injure him with like, I don't know, swords, knives. That's what it feels like. And then towards the end or something like that, like you could see it like literally bulletproof. And then after that, it goes back to, it feels like it's plot armor in a way where it's like, you're like, oh, in this situation, you're gonna, you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna be very weak. And in the next situation, I'm gonna make you buffy strong. Like I'm gonna make you cringe, but weird, and I get it. Like it really does feel like it really just doesn't capture the Demogorgon stuff, right? And I'll be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Vecna, and I think that's a good thing. If they keep it up, I'm gonna watch the last two. I'm not gonna make a video on it on the last two episodes. I'll just wait until the entire thing releases, then I'll watch. But honestly, the last two episodes, I if they haven't put Vecna in, or at least not as much, like a teeny tiny thing, I'll be amazed on it. I will say, I did like Holly's development, how like she sees this guy and it turns out to be Henry, aka Vecna, and Vecna was like manipulating her, right? And it felt weird too, because I'm like, okay, then what is this purpose? But then they don't really get into that purpose in a way, because there's just a lot of unanswered questions from season 4. Like, again, Penguin Zero said this, a lot of unanswered questions from season 4 that they haven't really gotten, and then they're like, oh, season 5 hits, here, I'm gonna show you some more things we're probably not gonna answer. Like, I haven't watched the last two, so I'm not a good guy to judge, but I'm just gonna probably say here, and let me know in the comments. Feel free to spoil it. I really don't care. on the last two, it really does feel like I feel like what's going to happen is, you know, towards the last two episodes, it's like, oh, by the way, Henry is, well, Vecna, and then she's gonna know it is. I don't know, right? And like, I'll be honest, I don't know like how to start this video because it really does feel like it's rushed, and it really does feel like every character is one way. Like, for example, 11, obviously 11, I'll admit it, she's okay, but I will say this, it just doesn't feel like 11, if that makes sense. I mean, if you really think about it, 11 just feels like a normal kid with superpowers. I mean, other than that, that's it. Everybody's relying on her to battle things out, and it just feels like, well, you know, like, again, Penguin Zero said this, like, one moment, it's immune to guns, and then the next moment, it's not. So it's like, what? Make up your mind, right? So it just feels like everything is plot armor, everything is one way, and it just feels so bad in so many levels. I think at one moment I had to pause the show and ask my question. Like, I actually had to ask a question, like, if I wanted to watch the next part, because, like, even Steve and the other ex-boyfriend, like, they were fighting nonstop, and even Charlie said it, like, yeah, this is, like, you know, continuous. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna see this in, like, future episodes? I mean, like, bro, like, I don't want to see this, you know, in the next 4 episodes or something. Like, there has to be a, I don't know, like, in a way where it just has to be good, right? And I feel like what they're doing is, like, I may be wrong on this, but I feel like what they're doing is intentionally, except the AI thing, I'm not 100% sure. It really does feel like it's an AI version of Will. It just doesn't look good in my opinion. Again, I don't know if they use AI or not, but anyways, like, I think what they're trying to do is, like, they're leading you, like, one way and whatever, and all of a sudden, like, oh, here's the big climax, boom, and then I think that's why they're doing the first 4, because I think what happened is they're like, okay, we rushed the first 4, but then the last 4 plus the 5th episode will be the best episodes ever. I hope. I may be wrong. I may be completely, absolutely, terribly wrong, right? So, like, here I am, just like a 19-year-old, just be like, well, this is my life now, trying to review movies on YouTube. But anyways, no, I don't know, because Stranger Things just really feels off-putting, and it really does feel rushed, and honestly, Penguin Zero really makes really great points. Yeah, I might put a, like, I don't know, a description on my YouTube channel, on his videos. Yeah, I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it, bro. I have zero focus. Like, I'm just gonna admit it here. I'm gonna waste my last 2 minutes on explaining why I have zero focus. I got 2 hours of sleep last night, and then I was literally working, like, what, 8 hours? So, like, here I am, trying to do a YouTube video, but then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm energetic to do a YouTube video, but I can't talk right now, and I only got very little sleep. So I'm like, this is interesting. But anyways, so, like, here I am. I'm like, oh, well, I'm trying to do a movie review, thinking, what the hell happened? I'm like, I want to sleep. But I'm probably going to go sleep tonight. I'm gonna go sleep tonight. I'll see you guys later. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm like freaking exhausted. I will be uploading this like as soon as I go to sleep. So like literally, I better wake up like 8-9 hours from now. And I'm like, oh yeah, now I can focus. But I'll admit this. I know I said, and I'm well aware of this, okay? I know I said I'm not going to review the next parts, but here's the thing, I might as well, because why not, okay? And yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what to think about Stranger Things. This just feels really weird and wonky. Again, bro, my sleep schedule has been completely whacked because, you know, I'm like starting on with a new job. I got, you know, college, and then I got YouTube because I want to be successful in that. So I'm like, I need to fall asleep for a second because I am tired. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta go edit like 2 more videos, like literally for my other channel as well. So I'm like, oh my god, I can't be doing this. I know it literally looks like I'm hyped. Like if you follow me on TikTok or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'm awake. But in reality, I'm like dead asleep. I'm like literally falling asleep at like 4 in the morning or whatever. It wasn't 4 in the morning. I woke up at 4 in the morning. I fell asleep at 6. And then for like 30 minutes, I woke up. I was like, I need to not sleep because if I sleep now, I can't sleep at night. So anyways, enough yapping about sleep. I gotta go take some rest. Go take some rest. Fix your sleep schedule if you haven't, personally. But yeah, I'm just yapping about random stuff. But what do you guys think about Stranger Things? Let me know in the comment below. And also, guys, you see what I'm saying? Like, sometimes when you're so tired, you can't speak. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.